Alright, so this is the next step in my house drawing in 2-point perspective. As you can see, there are many changes. So as you can tell, I put some windows and doors in place, and you can see that window there, the door, and then the window on that far corner, and then the 3 windows going down this wall, and then there's 2 small windows down there at ground level, which leads to our basement. So I put those in, and I filled in, like I was mentioning last time, the panels up here underneath the roof. And so if your house happens to have something similar like mine, so what I did was the vanishing point on this side, I lined them up with the kind of the opposite side. You see how those ones line up there? And then to do the other side, I lined it up with the right side vanishing point, and then just drew all of those lines in, and they all will match up with the vanishing point. So the ones all the way here at the end will match up with this one over here. And then for the roof on this far side, again, took it to this the opposite side and lined all of those up. And then so that just takes time to mark them all out evenly, you know, on your ruler. Decide how, you know, far apart you want each of them. You know, it's not exact, don't worry about it, but you know, try to get it close. And then once I got those roof lines set and kind of cut them off here just by drawing straight down, then I erased all these extra lines that I didn't need, just kind of darkened these lines here, just to kind of set them in a more permanent place. So I started with the windows and the doors here. Pretty much just make, you know, a square basically, and then these lines that you draw all horizontal, all of these lines that are going horizontal, those will all line up to your vanishing point. Like the one here at the top of the door, kind of, this is the frame on the outside, and then my door is inset behind kind of the frame, so I had to make another frame kind of the top of the door there. So all of these horizontal lines that you see, all of these have to line up to your vanishing point. And so the same with this window, the horizontal, all of the horizontal lines have to go to your vanishing point. And then the rest is just a matter of just making sure you draw straight lines down. You don't want them, you know, you don't want those angled. You want to make sure that your vertical lines are straight up and down. And then same thing on this side. All of your horizontal lines going this way, they all need to head towards your vanishing point. And just mark, you know, how far away you want each of your windows and your doors And again, your vertical lines should be straight up and down. And so once I do more shading on the windows, because right now the sun, as you can tell from my house, is kind of to my left behind me, or sorry, it's to my right behind me. See up there? And then it's coming this way and it's shining on this side of the house. And so all of this over here will be shaded a little darker, and then I'll be able to leave some of the highlights more on this side. And so here in the windows and the doors, there will be some natural, shadows, cast shadows that will be on these inner frames, and that will help to kind of create that a shadow there, so then it looks like it's going in to the house, and that it's not just flat up and down, that there's a different plane and that it goes in. And so your shading will help create that illusion much better. Okay, so step 2, kind of set your windows and doors in place. Maybe get your roof set the way you want it to, and then the next step that I'm going to be doing, here I kind of marked off where I'm going to be drawing all the siding on my house. And so all of that will go to this vanishing point, and of course the siding stops here at the window, and then it picks up again, stops here, and then it picks up again, and you just go all the way until you reach this last frame. And so mine go horizontal, and so that will be pretty easy, to match up to the horizon or the vanishing points. And then I'll go that way as well. Both of those sides of the house, the one closer to me and the one further away, they all will go to the same vanishing point on the right side. It's just tedious work to make sure you line it up with a ruler, get even, lines, and so it's tedious work, but once I get that in, it'll start looking a lot more like my personal house. And then I'll probably add a few little decorations so that my house looks unique and that it looks like my own. I'll probably work on putting this tree in as well, and the white fence, and the deck, so it'll just make it a little more lively and not so plain and stark and just a bunch of straight lines. It'll look like a livable home. So keep working and have fun.